Welcome, dear one. If you're here now, something inside you is yearning for peace. Maybe your thoughts have been loud lately, rushing, spinning, echoing with doubts, fears, regrets. Perhaps your heart has felt heavy for too long, carrying the weight of old pain, unanswered questions, or emotions you haven't had the space to understand. I want you to know that it's okay. Everything you feel is valid. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are exactly where you are meant to be, and today is a beautiful beginning. You don't have to fix everything at once. You don't have to know the answers. All you need is the willingness to take one small, gentle step towards stillness. That's all healing ever asks of you. One breath, one soft thought, one kind word to yourself. These are the seeds of peace. When we feel overwhelmed, when our minds are full of racing thoughts, or we've been living in survival mode, the idea of finding peace can feel like a faraway dream, but it is not far. It lives within you, just waiting to be remembered. Life sometimes pulls us in many directions. The world outside can be noisy and demanding, but the peace you are looking for isn't out there. It is not in what others think, or in what they say, or even in what they do. Peace is inside. It's always been there, like a quiet lake beneath the surface of your busy thoughts. We just need to slow down, take a breath, and gently return to that place. You can do this. You are capable of quiet. You are capable of healing. No matter how long you've been carrying your pain, no matter how deep your scars may feel, you are worthy of peace. There's a reason you're here. Something inside you is calling for change, for release, for a return to yourself. And the truth is, peace doesn't come from pushing harder or pretending you're okay when you're not. It comes when you stop and say to yourself, I am ready to feel safe. I am ready to let go. That small intention is enough to start a miracle. The body listens to the mind. The heart listens to your thoughts. And when you begin to speak gently to yourself, everything within you begins to soften. So if you feel tired, if you feel lost, if you've been hurting in silence, let this moment be your turning point. Not because everything is suddenly fixed, but because you are ready to choose love over fear, one gentle moment at a time. Let's talk about emotional scars. We all have them. You are not alone. No one gets through life without being hurt in some way, and those hurts leave marks. Not always the kind we see with our eyes, but the kind we feel in our hearts, our thoughts, even in our bodies. An emotional scar can be something that happened long ago, or something that's still fresh. It might come from words that were spoken in anger, from being misunderstood, abandoned, rejected, or not feeling safe to be yourself. These experiences live in us, and when they're not healed, they start to shape the way we see the world. But here's something important to know. Emotional scars are not evidence of weakness. They are not signs that you failed. They are signs that you survived. They are proof of how deeply you feel, and every scar is a message, not a mistake. The message might be, that was not love, or you deserve to be heard, or you needed safety and didn't receive it. These messages are not here to punish you. They are here to show you what needs your kindness. They are asking for your attention, not your shame. When we hold on to emotional pain, it doesn't stay hidden. It finds a way to speak through our tension, through our self-talk, even through illness or exhaustion. The body remembers that tightness in the chest, the unease in the stomach, the way our muscles tighten when we feel threatened. All of it is part of how the body protects us. But we can let the body know it's safe now, That's where peace begins. When we send loving messages to our minds and our bodies, we say to ourselves, it's okay to feel, and I am listening. You are allowed to outgrow old pain. You are allowed to feel free. We are not meant to carry everything forever. The past shaped you, yes, but it does not define you. Who you are now is someone who wants peace, someone who wants love, someone who is learning that it's okay to not have it all figured out. It's okay to say, that hurt me. It's okay to say, I need time to heal. That's not weakness. That's wisdom. That's how you begin to transform the energy of pain into peace. And one of the most powerful ways to begin this transformation is through thought. Thoughts create emotions. Emotions affect our choices. Our choices shape our reality. It all begins in the mind. But we were never taught how powerful our thoughts really are. So many of us walk around thinking the same painful stories over and over. I'm not good enough. I'll always be this way. Nothing ever works out for me. And every time we think these things, we strengthen them, not because they are true, but because we've repeated them for so long. But here's the beautiful part. Thoughts can be changed. You can choose a new thought. Even if your old thoughts feel automatic, you are still the one with the power to change them. And when you do, the entire world begins to respond differently to you. Imagine telling yourself instead, I am learning to love myself. Even if you don't fully believe it yet, say it anyway. I am learning to love myself. That's where peace begins. That is how you begin to speak softly to your wounds instead of criticizing them. Try this. The next time you notice a painful thought rising, pause. Don't fight it. Just notice it, like a cloud in the sky. Then gently say, I choose a new thought, and offer yourself a kind one. It might be, I am safe now, or I deserve peace, or I am doing the best I can, and that's enough. These thoughts are like gentle rain on dry earth. Over time, they soften the hardened places. They help you breathe again. They help you come home to yourself. You don't need to be perfect to have peace. You don't need to have healed every part of you. Peace is not a reward for reaching the end of the journey. It's something you can begin to feel now in the middle of it all. It begins with a thought, a loving thought. That's all it takes. You are not helpless. You are not stuck. You are powerful beyond belief, and your thoughts are the key. Speak to yourself the way you would to someone you love deeply. Be patient. Be gentle. There is no rush. Healing is not about speed. It's about intention. Each kind thought is a step toward freedom. Each soft breath is a message to your body. You are safe. Each time you forgive yourself, you loosen the grip of pain. Peace is not something outside of you. It is the voice inside you that says, I am here. I care. Let's walk this together. And you are never alone in that walk. Now, let's begin. Again, right now, in this moment, choose a new thought, one that feels kind, one that opens a little door in your heart. Breathe it in. Let it sit in your body. Let it settle into the places that need warmth. You are safe to be still. You are safe to change. You are safe to heal. Let peace begin with you, right here, right now. Let's take a slow, deep breath together. Inhale gently and exhale softly. Again, let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. Let your body know it is safe to relax. This is your moment. You don't need to be anywhere else. You don't need to do anything else right now. Just breathe. Breath is a beautiful gift that we so often forget to treasure. It is the first thing we do when we come into this life, and the last thing we do before we leave. And in between, It is always there, quietly, faithfully, lovingly, reminding us that life is happening in this very moment, not in the worries of yesterday, not in the fears of tomorrow, but in the calm presence of right now. So many of us spend our days in a constant state of tension, thoughts racing, muscles tight, hearts heavy. The body doesn't know the difference between real danger and imagined fear. So every time we think a stressful thought, the body reacts as if it's under threat. And over time, that stress settles in. It becomes our normal. But it's not truly who we are. We are not meant to live in panic. We are meant to live in peace. A simple breath can change everything. When we breathe slowly and deeply, we send a message to our nervous system. You are safe. And when the body feels safe, the mind begins to settle. Thoughts slow down. The heart begins to soften. Peace starts to rise. You don't need to fix your whole life today. You don't need to silence every worry. Just breathe. That is enough. Try placing your hand gently over your heart. Feel the warmth of your own touch. Now breathe in slowly to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. And now breathe out just as slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do this a few more times if it feels good. This simple act of focused breathing is one of the most powerful ways to return to yourself. And with each breath, you can add a gentle thought. I am safe. Inhale. I am calm. Exhale. I am held. Inhale. I am at peace. Exhale. These little thoughts are like soft blankets for the soul. They wrap around your heart and remind you that peace is not far away. It is already within you, waiting to be felt again. Even just a minute of conscious breathing can shift your entire energy. You can do this while lying in bed, while sitting in the car, while waiting in line. The breath is always there, always available, always free. It is your closest friend, and it will never leave you. As you breathe, you might notice emotions rising. Let them. That is part of healing. When we stop running and start breathing, the feelings we've been holding start to surface. That's not a bad thing. That's release. That's movement. That's life. You are not doing it wrong. You are doing it beautifully. Let the breath carry those emotions out. Let it wash through you like a river, clearing old leaves from its path. The breath is your anchor, your reset, your return. Whenever the world feels loud, whenever your mind feels too full, come back to your breath. Inhale peace. Exhale tension. You are doing so well. You are remembering who you are. Now let's move gently into another practice. One that is so simple yet so powerful. It can transform the way you see yourself. It's called mirror work, and it begins with one quiet moment in front of a mirror. Just you, your reflection, and your willingness to show up for yourself with love. When we look into the mirror, we often see what's wrong. We scan for flaws. We judge. We criticize. We carry voices from the past that told us we weren't enough. But what if we used that mirror for healing instead of harm? What if, instead of looking for mistakes, we looked for the soul behind the eyes? The one who has been through so much. The one who has kept going even when it was hard. The one who is trying, growing, learning. Mirror work is the practice of looking into your own eyes and saying kind, loving things. Not because you're pretending everything is perfect, but because you're choosing to offer yourself what you may have never received from the world, unconditional love. And that love, when spoken with sincerity, starts to heal the wounded places. Stand in front of the mirror, look into your own eyes, breathe. You might feel uncomfortable at first. That's okay, you're not doing it wrong. Just notice what comes up. And then speak gently. You might say, I love you, or you are enough, or I'm here for you. Choose whatever words feel tender, kind, real, even if your voice shakes, even if you don't believe it yet. Say it anyway, because what happens over time is that your inner self begins to listen. And with enough loving repetition, that voice of criticism starts to soften. The walls begin to lower, the heart begins to open, and that is where true healing begins. Not from someone else's validation, not from fixing your outside life, but from meeting yourself with love, right where you are. You can practice mirror work once a day, maybe in the morning as you get ready, or in the evening before you rest. Just a few minutes of loving connection with yourself can change the tone of your entire day. The mirror becomes a window, not just to your face, but to your soul. And your soul is longing to hear kindness from you. Let your words be soft. Let them be slow. Let them be real. I love and accept you exactly as you are. Say it again. I love and accept you exactly as you are. This is not ego. This is not selfishness. This is medicine, the kind your heart has been waiting for. And remember, the mirror doesn't lie, it reflects. And what it reflects most powerfully is your willingness to love yourself through everything, even through doubt, even through fear, even through the messiness of life. You are worthy of that love right now. There is another kind of healing that comes when we stop trying to make perfect sense of the past. So many emotional scars remain because we think we have to understand every detail of what happened or why. We carry questions like heavy luggage. Why did they hurt me? What did I do wrong? What if I had done it differently? And while these questions are human and natural, they don't always lead us to peace. Sometimes they lead us in circles. Letting go doesn't mean you approve of what happened. It doesn't mean you forget. It means you choose not to carry the pain forever. You choose to say, this no longer belongs in my heart, even if you never get an apology, even if you never fully understand. Peace is not about solving every mystery. It's about choosing freedom in this moment. Say to yourself gently, I release the need to know why. I trust that peace is more important than answers. You might not feel ready all at once. That's okay. Release can be a whisper, a soft loosening, a choice to put down one piece of pain at a time. Sometimes we get so used to our pain that it becomes part of our identity. But you are not your pain. You are the one observing it. You are the one capable of shifting. And as you begin to let go of needing to figure it all out, you make room for something new, something softer. Peace doesn't rush. It doesn't force. It flows in when we create space for it. So offer yourself this thought, I let go. I don't need to understand it all to feel peace. I trust that healing is happening, even without all the answers. These words are powerful. They begin to unbind the knots of confusion. They allow your heart to open to possibilities you hadn't considered. You don't need closure to find peace. You need love. You need compassion for yourself. And you need permission from yourself to move forward. That's what we're doing here. Not pushing, not forgetting, but releasing little by little, trusting that every time you choose peace over pain, you are changing the pattern. You are creating a new story. And this new story is not about being a victim. It's not about being perfect. It's about being whole, even while healing. It's about being kind to yourself when things feel hard. It's about finding strength in softness and power in peace. And you, dear one, are so very capable of that. You have always been. Peace has always been your home. Now you are simply finding your way back, one breath, one word, one loving thought at a time. Let us begin with a simple idea. Within you, there is a sanctuary, a place untouched by fear, untouched by pain. It has always been there. You may not have visited in a long time, but it's waiting for you, warm, open, peaceful. This place is your inner home, and the beautiful truth is you can return to it anytime, simply by choosing a new thought, a new breath, a new direction. We all need a space inside ourselves that feels safe, not just safe from the world, but safe from our own harsh thoughts, safe from the old stories we carry, safe from the belief that healing is beyond our reach. And this space is not far away. It's not hidden. It's created through repetition. Every loving thought you choose becomes a brick in the walls of your sanctuary. Every kind breath becomes a soft pillow for your soul to rest upon. Let this place inside you be sacred, a space where you speak gently to yourself, a space where you are not judged, a space where you are always welcome, no matter what kind of day you've had. You don't need permission to go there. It is yours. You are the keeper of the key. And every time you return, that space grows stronger. You can build this sanctuary in small ways. Begin your mornings with a word of love to yourself. Pause throughout the day to take a conscious breath and say, I am safe. Before sleep, whisper an affirmation like, all is well, and I am deeply loved. These moments matter. They are not small. They are building the foundation of your peace. Your mind may wander. That's okay. Your thoughts may try to pull you back into fear. That's okay too. You simply return. Again and again, like coming home after a long journey. The more you return, the easier it becomes. The more you choose peace, the more your heart believes it is possible. There is no rush, no perfect way to do this, only your honest willingness to begin. Let your inner sanctuary be a place where you meet yourself with patience, with grace, with love. The world outside may be noisy, but your inner world can be calm, and that calm begins with you. Let us now speak of gratitude, the gentle balm that soothes even the deepest wounds. Gratitude does not erase pain, but it transforms it. It turns the energy of lack into abundance, the energy of fear into presence. When you are grateful, you are choosing to notice the beauty that still exists. You are reminding yourself that even in sorrow, there is something to hold on to. Gratitude doesn't need to be grand. You don't have to wait for a perfect day. It can begin with the smallest things, the warmth of the sun on your skin, the comfort of your bed, the sound of birds in the morning, a breath that comes with ease. These moments are gifts, and when we see them as such, our hearts begin to open. Try keeping a little gratitude journal. Each day, write down just 3 things. They don't need to be profound. They just need to be real. Maybe today you are grateful for a good cup of tea, for a smile from a stranger, for the courage to keep going. The more you do this, the more your mind begins to look for things to appreciate. And appreciation is the doorway to joy. Gratitude shifts our perspective. It teaches us that life is not only about what we've lost, but also about what remains, what is growing, what is blossoming, even in difficult soil. When you are grateful, you are not pretending everything is okay. You are choosing to acknowledge the light, even if it is only a flicker, and that flicker grows brighter with your attention. Let your gratitude be a prayer, a soft whisper to the universe. Thank you. I see the beauty. I welcome more of it. This is not magic. It is a practice. And the more you practice, the more your energy changes. You begin to feel supported. You begin to feel connected. Gratitude is not something you give. It is something you live. And it will carry you through every season of your life. As your heart opens with gratitude, you begin to notice something else. You begin to see that your old beliefs, the ones shaped by fear, shame, and pain, no longer fit who you are becoming. And now you are ready to plant new beliefs, beliefs that serve your healing, beliefs that reflect your wholeness, beliefs that honor your truth. You may have been told things in the past that made you doubt your worth, that told you you're not good enough, not lovable, not capable. But those beliefs are not yours. You inherited them. You absorbed them when you were too young to question them. And now you are allowed to let them go. Think of your mind like a garden. The old beliefs are like weeds. They may have grown strong over time, but they don't have to stay. And you, dear one, are the gardener. You get to choose what grows here now. You get to plant new seeds, seeds of peace, seeds of worthiness, seeds of joy. Try saying this to yourself. I am enough. I have always been enough. I deserve good things. At first, your mind may resist. That's okay. It's just old programming. Keep saying it. Keep choosing it. With love, with gentleness, with persistence. Over time, the weeds begin to fade and the flowers of new beliefs begin to bloom. You don't need to force it. Beliefs don't change overnight. They change through repetition, through daily nourishment, through your willingness to choose differently, even when the old voice tries to return. Each time you say a loving affirmation, you are rewriting your inner script. You are becoming the author of your own life. Your new beliefs might sound like this. It is safe to be me. I am worthy of peace. I trust the process of life. Say them in the mirror. Say them when you're walking. Say them when you're hurting. Let them be your comfort, your strength, your compass. You are not too late. You are not too damaged. You are not too anything. You are exactly where you are supposed to be, and you are ready to begin again, right here, right now, with love, with breath, with belief. So now, dear heart, we come to this moment, a moment that is not an ending, but a beginning. You have taken time for yourself. You have chosen stillness. You have chosen breath. You have chosen to speak gently to the wounded parts of yourself. That is something to be proud of. That is healing in motion. You are learning that peace does not come from the outside. It is born within, from your thoughts, from your choices, from your willingness to be soft, even in a hard world. You are discovering that you have always had the power to choose a new thought, a loving thought, a healing thought. Let this be your reminder. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not broken. You are becoming. And every step you take, no matter how small, is a step toward freedom, toward joy, toward your true self. You can return to these practices anytime. The breath is always there. The mirror is always there. The sanctuary within you is always there. You are never alone. You are deeply loved, and you are worthy, completely and entirely, of peace. Now, take one more deep breath. Feel it move through your body like a gentle wave. Exhale softly and repeat after me, if you'd like. I am at peace. I am whole. I am free to love myself completely. Let that be the truth you carry into your day, into your night, into every corner of your beautiful life. You are safe. You are supported. You are loved. And so it is.